Hello and welcome back. My name is Vanessa from Woman Bushcraft, and in the last video it goes about self-provider. I show you how you can have your own meat and your own animal byproducts, and in this video I show you my vegetable garden, my fruits, and give you some tips how you can be a self-provider for fruits and vegetables. In the background there is my three sisters' bed. It's an old Indian system. Here grows corn, beans, and on the ground pumpkin. At first I plant the corn, and when it's about so high I plant the beans, and the beans climb here around of the corn in the heaven, and on the ground there grows the pumpkin because the corn and the beans don't need the space here on the ground. This is a hill bed. It means this form. Normally a bed is like this, and here we have this, and so we have much more space for the plants. Under the ground there are bugs and a lot of compost. Potatoes and onions grow there too. These are my tomatoes. I prefer them in March, and I have over 100 different sorts. I have cocktail tomatoes and meat tomatoes and different colors and forms. I love tomatoes. The only things tomatoes don't really like is wet leaves and rain. So if you can, put them in the glass house or make them on top, that they stay dry. This is amaranth or foxtail. You can eat them like rice. This one is running with rainwater. This is my glass house. I have here tomatoes again, physalis, chili, cucumber, aubergine, and yeah, that was it. It's not much space here, but it's enough. That the earth doesn't get so dry, I have here all over the earth grass from cutting the grass. And so that makes, I don't know the word, it protects from drying out, and it's a good fertilizer for the earth because the worms take the grass under the earth, and this is good for the earth. Here is a part of my potatoes. Potatoes are very easy. From one potato grow at least 4, and they are ready when the leaves are brown. The potatoes are a good example why not every plant can grow to another plant, because the potatoes transfer the blight. This malady weakens the tomato and makes them rot. The blight is absolutely normal for the tomatoes, but makes the tomatoes dead. Like this, there are many neighborhoods that disturbing each other or are good for each other. They are good neighborhoods too, from plant to plant, who let grow the plants better. Next to the potatoes grow the beans. The potatoes are here on the ground, and I can use the place twice when I let here grow the beans up in the air. This is borage, and you see why I plant them. The bees love this plant, and you can eat the flowers. They are very healthy, and the leaves. This is my bean tippy here. These are only box from the fruit trees. I cut them in the spring, and now here grow my beans. Here grow together carrot and celery. For irrigation of pasture and the vegetable garden, we have a water pump running with water from the stream. Garlic. These are the seeds from the garlic. You can put them in the earth, and in 2 years you have a big garlic. From cucumber I have 8 different sorts this year. Small ones like the mini Mexico cucumber, and big ones, some to insert and some who are good for salad. Here you see a small beetroot and leek. These are sugar peas, chard, green asparagus, tomatillo. From this you can make a good salsa sauce. And zucchini, fire beans, a good compost is the basic from every vegetable garden. That's the best fertilizer. After 1 year or 2 you have this wonderful earth who let the plants grow so much better. Yacon, the old Indian plant, like a sweet potato this way. And if you have not enough place in the vegetable garden, or you want to grow some food on the balcony, you can make this in the mortar bucket, like here. I have there my another potatoes, and it works very good. The same works with tomatoes. They only need more water when they are here in the cup. Maybe you have a shadow garden or a sand ground, but this doesn't matter. There are plants that grow on every ground. Maybe you see it by the vegetable garden walk that many plants in my garden are flowering. This has the background because I take my own seeds from my plants. These are very old plants, and I let every plant grow, or let the fruits be very ready, so I can take the seeds, and I don't must buy the seeds in the next year again. This works not with all plants and seeds, just with the very old ones. But in most of the new seeds and plants, the genetic is changed, and if you take seeds from these plants, in the next year will not come the same plant. It will be a tomato will be a tomato, but not the same color and not the same taste. Now I show you now a little part of the vegetable garden, and then I will show you how cheap you can make a glass house. And after this we take a look in my seed box, and I show you what difficult plants you can have if you want. This is the manure heap with the pumpkin. This is Jerusalem artichoke. We say topinambur. It has under the earth big like potatoes, and you can use them like potatoes, cook them or eat them like they are. This glass house costs about 30 euros, and there are special plants who you can buy. They are very cheap, and you need just a little bit wood, and it's ready in 4 hours. This is my treasure, my natural resources. This is no joke. When you buy this, it will cost about 300 or 400 euro. Of course, there are seeds that I buy. These are for the winter, and I can't make so many seeds how I need them. I show you a little part of it. This is the part with the beans, very difficult, and I will show you. The most beans are under the earth and grow now, but here I have some, and I can show you a little part of this, what is possible in size and color. Paprika and chili and difficult cucumber sorts. Different cabbage sorts. Different herbs, medical herbs. Pumpkin variety. And melons. Corn and root vegetable. These are all different tomato varieties. This was the vegetable part. I have another box with flowers and exotes. Yeah, you see, I start like the most of us with seeds that I buy, but they are old now, and now I use, of course, I use the old ones too, but I don't buy new seeds. Um, at this time, I use the seeds every time from the old plants that I buy and take my own seeds. And if you want, I show you now the fruit garden. This is the peach. They love to grow near of the house where it's very hot. The fruits of the nectarine we eat before. I have a lot of apple trees, and I have an earth cellar where I can bring the apples, and so I have the whole winter fresh apples. With a walnut or hazelnut tree, you have a perfectly basic for the winter. You will always have fresh nuts. A plum tree, a mirabelle. We in Bavaria call them Grierchal. Musal. From the kernel you can make a good syrup. Who knows sloe chin? A yellow plum. Very much blackberries. Elderberries are very good for illness in the winter because they have much vitamin C. Of course there are much more fruits and vegetables and trees, but this is too much for this one video. But I hope I can inspire you and you want to do the same. When just a little bit of this, it's the right way. It's such a good feeling when you have your own food on the table. I haven't words for this. It makes you happy. And if you want this to make you a plan, I make a plan every year where grow which plant and what I want to do. Make your plan, and I'm sure you have a vision here. And I wish you a lot of fun. I hope you enjoy this video. And here in the info box are some interesting books for this team. I hope we see us again at the next video. Have a good time. Bye bye.